If you're watching this clip on the Cycling GK YouTube channel, the full football fill-in episode is now available to watch and listen to on Spotify. And it's also live on the Cycling GK YouTube channel on Tuesday at 10 a.m.
This is the bit that gets the fans' backs up. And not even if you're a Liverpool fan. I'm a neutral watching this game on Saturday, right? And I'm thinking that it's almost like they want him to get a red card. And then with what happens with the Diaz disallowed goal, it's like they want that goal to be disallowed. And this is the bit that leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Do you know the worst part for me, actually, about this disallowed goal? Sorry to move on from the red card, which I agree with you guys. I think it was harsh. I do. I think it was harsh. I understand it being a red, but I think it was harsh.
It ruins the game, though.
It does ruin the game, and that's the bit for me. I was like, oh, come on. I'm settled in here. I've got my burger on the way from Deliveroo, right? This is going to be a good Saturday, okay? And it kind of ruined it a little bit. Either way, it was a good match. But the bit that I found really disappointing about this Luis Diaz goal, right, is that they never showed a replay of it. Well, they showed one, didn't they? They showed one very quick replay, right, as soon as it had happened, and the game was moved on already. It's like the game was already restarted again. I'm thinking, well, that was quick. They must be double sure. And every image we saw, we thought, that's onside. That looks onside. They didn't show another replay for the rest of the first half. Not one replay, yeah? And then at half-time, they didn't talk about it, not once, yeah, until 10 seconds before the start of the second half, yeah?
Happens a lot.
So that tells me, right? That tells me, do you know what it tells me? Is that
Sky are in bed with the...
Sky are in bed with the people at VAR, whatever it is, whatever it is, yeah? They're in bed with them because they must have got straight on the phone and said, do not highlight the fact that we've cocked up here. Do not show it. Do not talk about it. Do not, badmouth this. Do not nothing, all right? I guarantee you that's what's happened. So that's why Sky were under direct orders to not say a single word about it.
But it does happen. I mean, we've it's whether we want to say it or not, but we've all operated round the mainstream media, and that is what has happened.
It's exactly what's happened.
And it's almost, and this is the problem, it's a dictatorship, and the fans are the lifeblood of football. We're not stupid. We're like, where's the replay? Where's the replay? Where's the replay? They're not showing it because they think we're going to forget. And it's like, you're absolute idiots. Like, we're not going to forget.
No.
Own it quick. And we were talking before we came on air. I mean, the incredible thing is, anybody could see that. I mean, apparently Stevie Wonder was ringing up saying it was offside, but anybody could see it was offside. And
Onside,
yeah. I'm as bad as them now. And they've indoctrinated me. But we were saying, weren't we, like I don't care if they play on for a minute and it's up the other end and it's a corner and the referee just goes, hold on a minute, blows up and says, we've got it wrong, it's a goal. Spurs fans are going to be calling in. We're going to be saying that's ridiculous on a Monday, but at least you get the right decision.
Ultimately, the rewards are so big. You need the right decision.
Yeah.
If we're sat in that studio, all of a sudden that you've said play on, and we've cancelled the goal.
Yeah.
We're talking, lads. We've made a big booby.
Yeah.
Get on the blower. 30 seconds later, and you could have stopped it. There'd be uproar. There might have been 5 passes. There might have been it does not matter. Rewind it. Get the decision right. Ultimately, us guys in the studio, we're still going to get a right roasting. But ultimately, you've come to the correct decision.
Yeah.
Now, they knew 30 seconds after that they'd made a big boo-boo, but they didn't have anything to stop it.
Who was it that was doing Super Sunday? Who was in the studio? Which players was it? Was it Mika
Redknapp was
Redknapp?
Friday night. On Saturday.
Saturday.
Redknapp was there, and was it?
It was Kelly Cates, Redknapp, and somebody else, right?
Yeah.
But this is the bit that they know. Jamie Redknapp knows. Kelly Cates knows.
Well, Gary Neville knew, but then he's changed 24 hours later. He's gone, oh, they should accept the apology. And it makes me think, works for Sky, does he? You think,
To be honest, the one thing I thought VAR were going to do, it were going to stop us having pub conversations about decisions. But actually, because it's been so bad, we have more conversations about decisions now than we've ever had. And this, for me, the offside is the one thing in my time when it all started working in the Premier League, the one argument that no team could ever have. No. Because they were going to stop it. Yeah. They were going to hold us still. They were going to draw the lines. And we spoke about the worst decision last week, the handball. That can still be human error because that's an interpretation. Yeah. You stop the clip, you've got the camera angles, you draw the lines, it is finished. There were no arguments.
It's
offside is offside.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we've gone from, I didn't think we could make a worse decision than last week, but this week, we've somehow compounded the whole thing and made a decision that really, to any Premier League fan, manager, coach, player, It's indefensible. It cannot. It just can't happen.
I think this is the worst VAR mistake we've had. The only one that runs it close, but that's down to technical error. It's down to like actual error with something. Was the goal line thing with
Villa Sheffield United, wasn't it?
Villa Sheffield United.
Also,
where the ball's over the line.
Arsenal Brentford was last February. It was offside again.
Exactly.
Drew the line wrong. So I mean, in 6 months, in 2 huge games that could have impacts in both seasons' title races, Arsenal have been screwed.
Yeah.
And Liverpool have been screwed.
This is
on technology.
This is the 14th apology that the PGMOL has submitted in total.
And that's only the ones they've apologised for. There's 100. There's 100 real ones.
So this is their statement that they came out with. It was the goal by Luis Diaz was disallowed for offside by the on-field team of match officials. This was a clear and obvious factual error and should have resulted in the goal being awarded through the VAR intervention. However, the VAR failed to intervene, which is so the guy has one job. The guy has one job.
You should have given him some of your coffee. Wake him up. Bloody
Genuinely, he has one job. His job is to say, and you hear the language that they use, by the way. It's check complete. So the guy that in the VAR studio is saying, stick with your original decision, check complete. Yeah. So what kind of language is that? Simplify it. You just simplify it and say it should be awarded as a goal. It should be a goal, and that's all you need to say. You don't need to worry about check complete. You don't need to worry about stick with the original decision. You should tell him what the actual answer is right there and then. And it's as simple as that, isn't it?
Look, absolutely. I mean, Klopp has to come on the TV after and try and somehow remain relatively calm.
He was brilliant.
He was brilliant.
And it was a brilliant interview.
Calm, yeah.
And to be fair, he was bob on because if he actually went one step beyond, all it's going to do is affect him because they will be taking money out of his bank account. And he even alluded to the fact he cannot even, after that game, talk about it, even though everybody on the planet knows it's the worst decision you've ever seen.
And Van Dijk as well. But having played the game, I haven't. But I said I was on the radio talking about it, and I said if I was Klopp, I'd do that. It's really hard to do, and I'd walk in the dressing room and I'd say, "You lads are brilliant. 10 and 9 men. You were brilliant. We're going to have a good season. We'll leave this for the club to sort out." And the club have come out and done a statement.
It's an easy one for the manager when you put a performance in like that. But we haven't even talked about the other sending off. I mean, the first yellow card.
Shambles.
He's actually...
He hasn't done anything.
He's not done anything. He's clipped him and the guy's tripped himself up.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, come on. And then to lose in that last kick of the game by an own goal when you've had 9 men it's gut-wrenching. But the officials... They're having too much... We're talking too much about this kind of thing now. When really...
That game was ruined.
Yeah, ruined.
If you're watching this clip on the Cycling GK YouTube channel, the full football fill-in episode is now available to watch and listen to on Spotify. And it's also live on the Cycling GK YouTube channel on Tuesday at 10 a.m.